There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let me just check. Yeah, good. Checking sound levels here. So, week 4 of the beta patch, and this time Frontier's done their balancing pass on mining. And what they've done is they've now added new highly valuable materials that is only available when you crack open asteroids. So that's what we're going to go out and kind of look at today. I've already cheated a bit and I've already tested it out. They've done other balancing passes as well, and I'll show you those in a bit when we get out there. And I just want to show you a screenshot from my test. This is from one asteroid. This is from cracking open one asteroid. I'll show you this. Look at that. This is one of the new materials. Monazite? I think monazite, something like that. Got 15 tons out of that one asteroid, and they have a average, galactic average of 236,000, almost 237,000 per ton. That is really neat. That's like 3.3 million from cracking open one asteroid. So yeah, and I also got another one earlier, which netted me 12 tons of painite. So, exactly as Don Laura said, let's blow some asteroids. So, let me get this back on direct capture. There we go. So what we're going to do is basically just go out, and I think it's not really going to be a test, but, I mean, as in the past, is the update out now then? Yeah, no. It's out on the beta server, it's not out live. What we're going to do today is, don't know how long the stream is going to be, because I start a little later today than I normally did, but the plan for today is to try to get as many asteroids cracked open as possible, obviously. And they also done some alterations to the pulse wave scanner, making them a lot more useful. So let's just stack this up like so. But we're gonna go run through all of that and have a look at what's going on here. So let's see if we can find Delcar. There it is. So the beta update, as Dongo says, yes, the beta update is out, but it's not out on the live server. We don't have a day yet. So your guess is as good as mine, and I'm gonna crash into the side of the station. That's a good way to start. Why is this ship drifting so much suddenly? What the hell? Do I have... Hold on, let me just try to sit still here. I want to see if I have a dead zone that's off somewhere. Maybe the beta did something with my dead zones. No, dead zones okay. Huh. Yeah, blame dead zones. Apparently no problems with dead zones, just my poor piloting skills. Wonderful. It just seemed to be drifting a lot more than it used to. For unengineered ships, this thing is engineered to the brim. Look at that. Everything is engineered. The stuff that can be engineered, obviously. Okay, so... I didn't notice anything. School bus driving. 1D thrusters. Okay, let's head out to our good old mission signal source. Nah, we don't want to do that right now. We're gonna head out to the good old mining spot, Delcar 7. This is probably gonna be extremely mined already, but there is a little caveat now if we head out there. At least there was earlier when I was out testing it. We'll be cruising in system for a while. Please take care of the in-flight entertainment. Awesome says, this strategy I've been playing hundreds of hours and not really done any engineering. Ooh, sorry. You don't have to. Leloid, thanks a lot for the subscription on YouTube. Oh, you know what I forgot? No, I didn't forget limpets. Amazing. For once. I must admit, I've been trying a lot to think about how could you improve payout for mining without it affecting other areas of the game. And problem is, either you increase yield. I've always thought, okay, you could increase the yield of the asteroids, but then you would need more cargo, and that would mean more traveling back and forth. Then you could increase the value of it, of the mining-only materials, which is essentially what they've done. I mean, they've added new materials that are a lot more valuable, which I think is a very elegant solution. Okay, let's jump into analyze mode. We can see here, we already see the hotspots here from a distance. And if we look at the hotspots now, oh, that's actually a moissanite hotspot. Wow. That was the material we had earlier. So I've seen this one. This is 200 and something. This one I've not seen. There's also painite hotspot. Painite hotspot. This one I haven't seen before, and this one I haven't seen before. So let's go and see what they're worth. That's actually pretty neat that they now made the hotspot being... It seems if this is representative of what's going to happen when this goes live, that means that the hotspots are now pretty much exclusively the extremely high value materials. Now, as far as I understand, these materials are only available in when you crack open an asteroid. So that means if you find these, you're not going to find these by just simply prospecting. That means we will have to go to the new one. Yeah, this is one of the new ones, I think. Oh, might be coming in a little hot here. Just could do a small correction here. Close over the ring. Awesome asked, do you think it will be a competitive moneymaker opposed by, for example, exploration? Yeah, maybe. Passenger missions? No. We're never going to get up to passenger missions. I doubt that. Highly doubt that. Why is is it just me or is this game off center? Oh, I had headlock on. That was why. Okay, so we don't know how much this material is worth just yet. That's probably the first thing I want to do. We have, it seems, 3 new materials. We have the moissanite, then we have this reclamation. No, hold on, that's not it. What was the name of it? Refuliumicite. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. Anyway. We have this as a hotspot too. And there was one other one with an S that I can't remember the name of either. That is also dust to dust. Why must passenger missions trump everything? It might not. I mean, passenger missions are still going to be very valuable, but I'm not sure they're going to necessarily be the highest money maker. I have other money making methods I'm looking at that could be pretty good when this new patch comes out. But I'll look into that once it goes live and we're done with all the rebalancing and stuff. Okay, so get those out. Let's find our pulse wave. And what we're going to do is first we're just going to try to find some of that material. So we're going to go straight for the... you can see it's not now a lot easier to spot the asteroids that have the material inside. Oh. There we go. Not my best flying so far today. I don't think this one can be cracked open though, it's too small. But look at that new effect. With small rocks coming out. Asteroid scan, thank you. We have some palladium, lots of palladium actually. But that's not why we're here today. We're gonna skip even valuable rocks, we're just gonna go and search for motherlodes. This one could potentially be interesting. Nope, nothing. That is not bright enough. That's pretty bright, but it's not big enough. What about that one? It's big enough, but I don't think it's bright enough. No, definitely not. But let's prospect it anyway, just to be absolutely sure. Nope, nothing. The new mining materials is only deep core. So you can see here we have one, but this is a very small one. But it has about the right brightness, but... let's try it just for fun. But as far as I know, these new materials are only deep core, so... yeah, there's nothing there. The prospector now gives us information about where the deep... if there's deep core materials, where it is as well, or what type it is. And I've also noticed that the new type of material doesn't necessarily have to be the same in the rest of the asteroid. How much I have with the new system? I have 192 tons of cargo. Good evening, Starlost. Oh, there's something up here glowing. I think this one. Nope. Or is it? I can't figure out if that's the glow or if that is actually the asteroid. Let's try. Nope. Nothing. I think this one is too small. Well, it's actually quite big. So, maybe not. But still... nothing. Eating what? Welcome back. What are we doing at the moment? We're looking for asteroids to crack open. The whole glowing thing is a lot more apparent now than it was before. This one seems to have about the right color, but I am afraid that this is too small. Or maybe not, it's actually quite big now that we get close. But no luck. There's something back there that's definitely very bright. But again, it's a very small rock. Because I've never seen rocks this small being able to be cracked open. And indeed, I mean, 31% platinum. On a normal mining trip, I would mine that rock. But this is not a normal mining trip. We're specifically looking for painite. No, painite is, that's basically breadcrumbs now. Oh, see, there's been someone here already. Can you see? We're heading into a cloud, so we need to move sideways because someone already been here and cracked something open here. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna keep flying for a bit here. Just unless we come across something that looks very, very promising, I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, there might actually be something there. Again, it's a little bit small, I think. Oh, oops, managed to destroy my own limpet there. It's a decent rock, but not what we're looking for. Oh, look at that. That thing there looks very promising. This is very, very promising. I think we have ourselves a... Oh, yeah. So look at this. Now, down here in the left-hand corner, you can now see core detected. This is... Oh, this was one of those ones we were looking for. This is... Serendibite. Serendibite. Serendibite? I have no idea. We have some gold surface deposits here, which we're not interested in. But we have some features here, and we're definitely interested in those. So let's get our seismic charger ready, and we're going to start by finding low strength ones. So there's a low strength one right there. And we're going to give that a high charge. Average, average, high, high, high. Okay. Then we're gonna put this into the average one. We're gonna put another high one into the average. Sorry guys, I'm not paying too much attention to chat right now, but I want to get this thing prepped and ready to blow. Very nice. Do we have more averages? High average. There's another average one right there. We're gonna give that a medium charge, I think. Or should we give that a small charge? Let's give that a medium. Did that just go to... There was a medium yield. Okay, it's not quite enough yet. High, high, high. Okay, we only have high strength ones left, so let's put a small one in this high one. Low yield. Okay, let's put one more in this, then we should be golden. Yes, perfect. Let's back this on up. And let's blow this thing up. Oh, this never gets old. But look at this now. And look at the percentages. This one is 83%. So, oh, damn it. Ah, I had it targeted. Now all my limpets are gonna die. Damn it. That was stupid. See, they're all gonna fight for that one rock, and then they're gonna die. So let's just get some new limpets out. Okay, and I like to just start by giving those limpets a little bit of time to go and collect up the loose fragments here. There's a lot of fragments. Look at all of those. Give them some time to go and pick those up. Look at the rocks they're carrying. Massive, massive fragments of rock. Come on. I want to see how much this is worth. Look at that. 221,000. That's also very good. So that was 800, almost 900,000. Okay, I think we have all the rocks, all the fragments are now on its way back. So let's begin to just go and get the last fragments here. There's a fragment there. You can see here it says hull. It says how much hull it has. If it says 0%, that means that the fragment is already gone. It's been shut out. But if it says 100%, that means there's still something to be shot at. Oops, that's a miss. Is that on the other side? Oh, it is. Good. That's 100% there. Don't think that one hit. Oh, it's on the other side of the rock again. Come on! Thank you. 0, 0, 0, 0. There's another one. See, this is where having a mobile ship really helps. There's one there that's still alive. And the last one, I think. And that should be the last. And there we go, guys. That is 14 tons. That is about 3 million in not a lot of time. I think that's actually pretty good. So now we just go back, we get our pulse wave scanner, and we keep going. Cargo hold up. Don't think this is bright enough, but it's on the edge, so I'm gonna scan it. Nope. Nothing there. Is that... I don't think... Oh, no. I didn't want to boost there. I'm not sure if this is bright enough. Oh, it might actually be. Nope. No subsurface deposits. I actually think this is pretty well balanced. I mean, it takes time to find a good asteroid, and there's a bit of luck in it. But, to be honest, there should be. I mean, it's prospecting, it's mining, it's basically like gold digging. Then you're running around, you're looking for that. Oh, Koma, thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. You're looking for that perfect asteroid, that perfect rock that's just gonna make your day. This will definitely have the right color. This is definitely bright enough. Question is if it's big enough. I think it is. It looks fairly big. Yep, we have another one. Okay, so as always, look for the low strength ones first. There's one. Only one low strength though. But I mean, this is now profit-wise about equal to bounty hunting, I think. Oh, not... There's a seismic. Something's not right here in the UI. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to find an average one. Okay, we want a little bit more. So I'm going to find an... Do we have another average somewhere? Yeah, there's one more. I'm going to put a small charge in that thing. See if that happens. See what happens if we do something like that. That wasn't quite enough. Gonna go find ourselves a high. And there we go. Now it's perfect. So we're gonna fall back. And look at the limpets go. Whee! Just gonna slowly move in here. Oh, you can't see the load window. Sorry guys, I'm gonna move myself over here again. I guess get myself positioned right. There. Like so. Get that thing. Like so. And there should be... that banner. And just gonna move chat as well. There we go. Okay. While we're doing that, hopefully the limpets have cleaned up. Yes, they have. So now we can begin pretty much the same. Same as before. Time to go and blast off some small fragments here. Ah. I need more collectors. It is some serious profit. You're absolutely right. That one is still at 100. Oh, worth a try. This is what's going to be a little difficult to get. I'm going to go up high so the limpet has room. Let's move out from in here. If mining lasers is still useful, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure where I see this go with this new, because it seems this is so profitable that it's better to just go for these. What? Oh, sorry. It just seems that this is so profitable cracking asteroids open now that it's better to just go for that and just purely search for that rather than using the old mining tools. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, this is just dropped today. I've only been testing this for a few hours before the stream. Oh, is that on the other side? Yeah, it is. Okay. Done. But it's definitely something that I'll be testing out more and more and figure out what's the most profitable way. But so far, I mean, look at that cargo hold. Okay, let's go and let's look for the next thing to crack open here. It's a big one up there, but let's go a little closer so we can see how bright it actually is when we get close. It's not quite bright enough. I mean, this would probably have some subsurface deposits, but I don't think it has much more than that. Yeah. This one, on the other hand, is a little bit more like it. Nope. No, something's glowing over here. Exactly. So as Dunkelor says, about 5.7 million in about 40 minutes. I mean, that was what we were doing in 2 hours before on a good run. So we have someone here that's pretty bright, but they're also very small. So I don't think they're big enough to have cores in them. You see, those are about the right color, but they're not big enough. There's nothing here. It's completely dead. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at this one. Size is okay. Color is about right. And if my limpet didn't die, I could also prospect it. Nope. Nothing. What exactly are the pulse wave highlights? So the pulse wave highlights rocks that have these new deposits. And the brighter the color is, the higher the chance of getting a core deposit. So if it's not very bright, then you will probably only get surface deposits. If it's like medium, you would expect to get some subsurface deposits, and if it's like very, very bright and the rock is also pretty big, you could expect to find core deposits, which is what we're looking for right now. 13% painite. And gold. That one, for instance, is quite bright. Come on. Nope. So you can see a lot of these asteroids do not really light up. Then we have something like this one, for instance. You can see that lights up, and the glow is glowing on the asteroids around it. So that's why some of these you see around us here sometimes will glow as well. But this one specifically is very, very bright. So I think we might have something here. Oh yeah, we do. Oh, and this is one of the other materials. Okay. Time to crack open another one. So, again, business as usual. Look for a low strength one. And put a high yield in that. Perfect. Look for another low yield one. And put another high charge in that. Perfect. High, average, 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 and the rest of those average. Perfect. So we're gonna get an average, put a low yield in this one. And we got it spot on. So we're gonna back off a bit. I'm gonna detonate it, and we're gonna get our collectors ready here. Will surface mining affect what you get when cracking it open? I don't think so. It never gets old. I just love this. Painite is not 170k in the beta. I was mining painite earlier and it was the usual. So now we are mining monazite, I guess, which is, as you can see, also a very, very valuable material. I freaking love this. Here they come. With these huge chunks of rock. Nom. So that's 6 tons already. I like that. That's about, what, 1.4, 1.3 million? Something like that. Yeah, excited to see the final payout of this one. Me too. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, let's get... I think we're about done picking up all the fragments. There's not that many left, are there? No. So let's begin to shoot off the surface deposits. What are you guys doing over there? Where is it? Oh, there it is. See, this is why having a ship with some good maneuverability is really, really nice. Oops. I would say searching can vary a lot. The time it takes to find one of these can vary everything from a minute to 5 or 10 minutes before we find anything. All 0. There's one there at 100. Let's go and crack that thing open. Roberts asked, does this mean I'm leaning away from the mining corvette? I kind of am, actually. If this goes over as it is right now, I probably am leaning away from the corvette again. Because, okay, if this turns out to be the way of we're mining, where we just go for the core and just search for that, that means we only need a blaster and we need we only need 2 slots rather than the 5 we would need before. That leaves a lot more room to maneuver with other ships, since we only need those 2. And with the last one, that should be 15 tons. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, 14 tons. It's still, what, 3.3 million in that rock? It's not half bad. Let's get out of this cloud and let's find some more stuff to blow up. Yeah, Dongloro's keeping track. He says about 9 million in 50 minutes. I guess we're ending up at around the 10 millions per hour doing this. Okay, what do we have here? This is a little odd. Okay, it's that one that's glowing. That's causing all of these to light up. It's very small. So I don't think this is big enough to have an actual core inside it. But we're gonna give it a go anyway. No, it didn't. Too small. There's definitely some surface deposits here. But no core. See, that's the glow from another one, I think. Yeah, it is. Look at that. It's probably from that one over there, which again is very small. There's one there, but that's again very small rocks. That is not nearly bright enough. I still don't think that thing is bright enough, but let's give it a go anyway. There's my limpet. Nope, nothing. Okay, look at that all the way over there. That's one very bright, but also very small. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's just a normal glow from something. Oh, that one, right there. Don't know if it's big enough. But that thing looks like it's bright enough. Oh, whoa. Oh, no, wait, that was not it. Something over here was lighting up. Is it that one? Okay, moving on. Again, we have these small ones that are extremely bright. But I've never seen this one this small with a core inside, so... But damn it, I'm gonna keep trying, because we might be lucky. I actually don't know what the radius of a hotspot is. No, not bright enough. So this is what I mean. Sometimes, now we've been running around here for what, another 5 minutes since we got the last one. Sometimes you're just unlucky and nothing just pops up. Or you happen to drift into an area that's already been mined by other people. Oh, that was an asteroid. I was looking at that one there. Looks promising if it's big enough. I think it's big enough and it's definitely bright enough. I think we got one. Okay, so this one has platinum inside. That's the first time I've seen platinum in a core. But that's not going to stop us from cracking it open anyway. Now we can see if there's any changes to... I know people said painite, but we're going to try and see if there's any changes to the platinum prices. Okay. Let me find a... There's a low strength one. Or if there's anything with when it's picked up from a core or something like that. I don't know. This one gets the full force. There's another low one there. So we can find that average one. There. So another average. Yep. This one up here. Emil Hansen asked, what game is this? This is this is Elite Dangerous. Boop. There we go. Oh, we have a low strength down here. That's a little dangerous, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for a low strength in the low one. And it's perfect. We got that. Now we can see it, right? We got that blue indication up there. It says we got a blue ticker. So we can now go and detonate this rock. Stand back, everybody. Oh. Kaboom! And the limpets just disappear into the fog. All the dust. I guess it's dust. And they come back. And they're dying inside the rock because they're stupid as... Oh my god. Look at the amount of platinum here. As you can see here, platinum is still just standard, like, now what I would consider low value material. So what I would probably do with something like this, where we have platinum, I probably wouldn't spend all that time shooting off all the surface fragments. I will just let the collectors collect the fragments that was shot out. And then we'll move on. I mean, it's only 42,000 per ton. We want 200,000 plus per ton. Oh, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to Twitter at all. To Twitch, sorry. Do you think people can skip the surface missile in favor of the Avatar Plus feature? Yes, I definitely think so. Definitely so. I think if this carries over, and if these values carry over as they are right now, then the meta will be to bring a seismic charge and a blaster, and then the rest can be used. Oh, let's give the limpets a chance to catch up with us. Then the rest can be used for weaponry to try and defend yourself, which is actually pretty nice, making the Python a perfect ship for this. You get the maneuverability, you have all the internals, so you get that nice cargo. Yeah, that's exactly Stongelor. I'll need the blaster and the seismic charge. Those two. Only blasters, not the normal mining lasers, not the subsurface missiles. Just those two. Oh, hold on. Is that another one? Is there something here that's lighting that up? Why not a cutter? Because the cutter drifts like hell. When we're prepping the asteroids to blow, we need maneuverability. And we're maneuvering inside the rock. We need something that's fairly small. The cutter is just too big. It drifts too much. The maneuverability is just not good enough to be able to maneuver inside the rock. I mean, you have that thing cracks open. It doesn't just drift away. It just cracks open a bit. Getting a cutter in there is going to be a feat on its own. So that's why we want something that's a little bit smaller. Why I think the Python is a good choice. Bit of a shame now that I already built my mighty corvette, but drift? What drift? Have you ever been flying a cutter? That thing is the definition of drifting. Okay, let's begin to pay attention to our scans here. Most of this has been small, fairly small rocks. There's something there, but yeah, maybe. So we don't need mining lasers. Well, again, I must really stress, this is the beta server. That means that all of this can be changed. Maybe they're gonna pull the numbers back again, and then we are back to just having that as a bonus. Maybe they're gonna increase the numbers, who knows? Maybe they won't. I don't see that happening, but maybe they think it's a shame that people would now only go and do that type of mining rather than spend all of it, or I spend all the tools. So we'll see what happens when this goes live. Oh, no hate for the cutter at all. I mean, the cutter is a great ship. It's just not very good at creaking in between the cracks in an asteroid to try and like scoop out the materials that are left in there. Because that has been my main concern so far. And it's actually a little interesting because I don't know if you guys watched Hello Dave on Monday. Gonna prospect that and that small one up there. But I did say that I had something interesting upcoming regarding to mining, and I guess it's okay that I spill it now since it's now well, it's already been recorded now. I managed to get a interview in place with Frontier and or with Will Flanagan from Frontier, one of the community managers over there, where we specifically talked about mining and some of the issues that I still saw there was with the new mining setup. And one of the issues that I raised was the lack of hard points, or the massive number of hard points that was needed for mining. Oh, this one looks interesting. and how that would be resolved. Now, they might actually accidentally have resolved that on their own without doing anything that was intended for it. Oh, it was nothing. I really had high hopes for that one. Dongalore asks when. I assume you ask when the interview is out. The interview will be out hopefully later this week. It needs to go through a review process first, but that shouldn't be a problem at all. And as soon as that I got the green light, then it will be published. So I'm assuming that's going to be, I hope that it's going to be public this week. So one thing I've noticed is because I'm prospecting so many rocks, I'm now using prospector limpets faster than I'm gaining materials. Not that that's a big issue, but I guess once you begin to get a little bit more used to this and use the pulse wave scanner especially, so you can easily spot which ones are the ones with core deposits in them, then you would begin to use less prospect or less limpets. Because right now I am using quite a few. That's actually a pretty good haul so far. What time is it? Okay, good. Do any of the asteroids look different while just flying by? Any clue by looking at it if it might have features? Yes, that's why I'm constantly using this pulse wave scanner. That is to look for asteroid with features in them. Oh, hold on. See, something has been cracked open here. You can see that cloud? So that means someone has been here. So we're gonna take a step in this direction here to get away from that track. So I'm looking for like big asteroids like that one. That's not that big. But this kind of color. That often indicates that there's a chance to be some deposits in it. Hold on, is that a glow? Or is that the asteroid itself? I think... It was. Look at that. We got another one. Monocyte. So, okay, this is difficult because it's rotating so quickly. Let's get... here we go. Okay. Average low strength up there. So my tactic so far has always been to go 2 high yield charges in the... Oops, that was the right weapon. 2 high yield in the lowest strength ones, and then just go low yields in the first the lower ones, and then move up to average ones later. I guess 1 low here should probably do it. See? There we go. FA off, follow the rock. It doesn't work like that. FA off doesn't mean I can rotate around an object. Which one is primed? That one is detonate. Cargo hold open. Oh, it's such a good sound. And now all my collectors die. Okay, so 14 tons so far. Let's see how much this rock gives us. You see, do you want to try and fly a cutter in there and maneuver it around? I mean, you could get a cutter through there, no problem. But would you really want to maneuver a cutter around in that? Henrik, thanks a lot for hosting. Pluton, nope. This is still beta, I'm sorry. It will probably be live in a few weeks. Sound in space. There's no matter to carry the sound in a vacuum. No, but there is a pressure wave from the dust. I don't know. I guess, but I can live with it. I would rather have the huge explosions than nothing. Okay, now we just need to begin to shoot this up. No, I sniped that one. Okay, that's on the other side then. Here we go. Is this on this side? Or the other side? It was on this side. Okay, that's on the other side. Donkey says, just arrived, so it's the reward better now. I'm gonna show you my cargo hold in a little bit, and you be the judge yourself. But we're done shooting out all these fragments here. I think Don Gloro is keeping track of how much time I've spent. Ah, come on. Can't see anything in here. What happens if I turn off my ship lights? Is that a good idea? External lights on. Oh, that actually helps. Great. See, this is the place where I would not want to fly a cutter. Yeah, all empty now. Yep, that's the last one. 51%. Very nice. So let's look at the cargo holds. So we went from 14 to 26. That means we got 12 tons this time. 26, 26, and 10. That's too small. Are those prices by ton? Yes, they are. This is per ton. Oh, I haven't been looking at the scans, just been flying here. Complete autopilot. Is that too small again? It might be. Yeah, it definitely is too small. But we're gonna give it a go anyway. How does night mode look? Night vision on. But I think, especially now that we are... Oh, look at that one. Especially now that we're here in daylight, I think night vision mode just is too much clutter on the screen. There's two here that both looks very, very promising. Let's try to prospect them. No, you can't see all the hotspots when they light up with the night vision mode on. Oh, we have that last material. We haven't. Was that? No, we have seen that one before. Okay, I'm just gonna scan this one as well. It might just be residual radiation from the other one. Okay, fair enough. Windows. Just want to see if we're lucky and got two here. No, that's just a lot of indite. Okay. So it was just residual radiation from this one. Okay, prospector. Average low. Okay, so now we only have averages left, so we're gonna go up to an average and put a high charge in that as well. Find another average and put a low charge in that now. Now we're only doing low charges after the two highs. That didn't do it. There we go. If you really want to test the new mining trade, make money in a hauler. Look, I went from a brand new commander on a sidewinder to flying an anaconda in 14 hours. I know what the new player experience is like. Oh, well, I guess you could say, well, the problem with the new player experience is that the main problem for new players is that there is so much know-how in Elite that they obviously don't have. And that means that a player like me who spent thousands of hours in this game already, I already have enough know-how to know exactly what to do and where to go. And that just means that I can get to an anaconda in 14 hours. And within 24, we were flying a 70+ engineered anaconda towards Colonia. And the purpose of this stream is not to try the new player experience. The purpose of this stream is to try out the new mining methods. To figure out what works and what doesn't. And this definitely works. Okay, let's begin to blast. Is it too soon? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, every drone should... Okay, we still have drones heading out. Okay, now they're running out of targets, so let's begin to shoot stuff. Let's begin to shoot stuff. Oh, hold on, there's one right there. Did I get that one? There we go. Now I got it. So now we need to move around. Skorgrim says, was AFK for a while. We sold cargo. No. No cargo has been sold yet. Oops. What has that fragment done? Oh, there we go. What are you doing, collectors? Okay, here we go. Mission objective detected. What are you talking about? Go home, Victor, you're drunk. Have I finished this one? No, I haven't. Perfect. That's the last of it. Last of them. So just wait for the last one fragment actually to be pulled back. Oh, there we go. Yeah, exactly. The little lighting headlight with the top when they turn on the lights. I like that. Okay, for Dunkalora's 42 tons. What time is it? Okay. Let's find one more, and then we're gonna head back. $10.6 million per hour now. Good. Oh, see, that's not bright enough. And it might just be residual or bounced radiation from that rock next to our left right now. And that's not big enough. Again, heading into a very dusty area here, so I'm gonna move sideways a bit to try and avoid following trails of other people. Not that this area is less dusty. No, it's not bright enough either. Not sure if this is big enough. But it definitely looks like it has about... maybe it's not quite bright enough. No, it wasn't. Yeah, so far, all the one we have found that has been you can blow up has all been fairly round, to be honest. I wonder if it's the exact same asteroid. They just have one type of asteroid that can be blown up that's the same, like, rendered model. Just so they don't have to build many different models. Thank you, Donkey Laura, for also posting it on Twitch. Is it just me, or does this part of the rings becomes a lot more dusty than it used to be? So, this is definitely not it, so let's try just to confirm. Not what we're looking for, but it's a lot of gold. So, this kind of this teardrop shape, I've noticed we've seen that before. I wonder if that's it. It is. Oh, that's the material we haven't seen before, right? Yes, it is. Perfect. Because we don't know how valuable this one is. Oh, contacts. Okay. As business as usual, let's find our low strength and fire a high yield into that. High, 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 average, average. Okay, so we'll have to use an average now. So it seems like they're all these teardrop shapes ones. So if we find anything that's teardrop shaped, then we know we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go with an average and put in a high. Alright. So should be more average around here. High, high. Okay, there's one average left. Then we're left with highs. That's not so good. Gotta put a low charge in this. Oh. Did that? Yes, it was set, but it's not enough. So now we have to go for the high strength ones. Oh, that was a subsurface one. Oh, there's one right there. High strength. Okay, that was enough. Let's back it off here. I'm really excited to see how much this is actually worth. Because it's probably going to be around the same. Unless this is just going to be one of those that is, like, the one to go for. There's also a lot of gold here. We don't want the gold. Don't care about gold. Gold is not that valuable. Come on, limpets. Bring me the rocks. Show me the money. Oh. Refinery full. Uh-oh, hold on. Bromelite. Yes, bromelite. You can go. Okay, should we see how much it is? Oh, disappointed. But still, it's over 200,000. That is a really annoying bug, though. That blinking. Yeah, I agree. So far, the monocyte definitely seems to be the most valuable one. And I think this is the... I think they only added these 3, but those were at least the 3 only hotspots that were available when we were looking in the ring. It might be that Ice has got some new ones as well that would be worth looking into. I mean, they would probably be in the same price range, I would guess. What about this one? Have we done that? Yes, we have. No, we haven't. We have? No, we haven't. That's 0, 0, 0. There's one there. So after this one, we're gonna go back and we're gonna hand in. So done, 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 and done. Get the last one in. The ice ring's next. Okay, should we try to find a station that actually pays well? Because we could just sell it at James Memorial. But the prices there are probably not going to be good. Okay, Dongalore. Okay, you can get a quick view of this so you can see what we have. That's all we got. What did we get? 12 tons. That's okay. Commodities. No, that's not what we want. We want... Find commodities. I want to sell. And I know that this is probably not on EDB yet. Oh, commodity. Oops. Okay, I got a station that's... So what I've done is I just went into EDB and I looked for stations that have a high price on... that have a high price on painite, and then I assumed they would also have a high price on these two materials. So... Darcy says, could you do a video later about engineering material drops from asteroid? There's no video information about it out there, so video would be helpful. That's a decent idea. I'll put it on my list of things to do. Okay, Dunkelore, that's actually a fair comparison. All the other ones have been sold at... that's fair enough. When we did all the other tests, we did sell at James Memorial. So I guess it's only fair we're going to do the same one with these to get a fair comparison. And yes, it was a pristine ring. Magic Knight says, doesn't starting with a low charge on a high spot, would that be better just using less charges? No, so a high strength one, if you put a high strength one in a high, then you do very little damage to the asteroid. And if you put a high strength in a low one, you do a lot of damage. So if you want to have as few charges as possible, you want to put a high charge in a low strength one, so it cracks open easily. It's the strength, not the yield. James says, how's the balance looking with payout? Okay, let me just see here. So we ended up in, let's say, an hour and 20 minutes approximately. We spent mining. And we'll see how much we made. Without getting a calculator, I can tell you we made more than we did before. Hi, we can see you've been mining. Do you want to go and kill some pirates for us? No, I don't. I don't even carry weapons. You notice the cargo hold here. We got up to having more cargo, total cargo, than we left, meaning that we got more than 1 ton per limpet. We were diving at the beginning. That meant that I clearly got better at spotting the right asteroids later. Moment of truth. Let's see how much this is worth on the station. Do not get attacked anymore when mining. Not if you're in the middle of nowhere in a ring, far from the dropping point. No one's gonna find you. I mean, some pirates might follow your wake, but that's about it. Okay, moment of truth. Let me get my trusty old post-it notes. And we're gonna... So, we are sitting at 3,832,790. And look at the prices here. They are a lot lower than galactic average. Painted is 2, I guess. But this is what? This is about 10% off. And this is about 30% off. So there's a little bit of this discrepancy here that the prices here is very low for these materials. We need to keep that in mind. See, they are very low here. But that's okay. We'll sell this here anyway. And see how much we made. Or I could just write the numbers down here, but we just don't have that many materials anymore. We'll calculate it at the end. This one should be good. I think that's it. Yeah. So now I can get my calculator out. So 3, 8, 5, 6, 8, 4, 0, 0, 0. Minus what we had before. 3, 8, 3, 2, 7, 9. That is 12.9 million. We'll look at the loadout in a bit. Just stick around for just a few minutes and we'll do the loadout. So that's 12.9 million we made in this run. Divide that, and that gives us a total with these prices of 7.74 million per hour, which is frankly pretty good, I think, because if we add like we're 30% under, so that means that means we would probably be looking at around 10 million per hour if we could get the galactic average. If we can get prices above galactic average, we could easily be looking at, I think, around 15 million per hour, which is actually pretty good. If we can find a good station to sell that. And that means that Lord of World Self mining is viable now. And especially now that we're going to go and do a little bit of a change to our outfitting, so it's more efficient next time. Yeah, exactly. Around 7 million per hour at Jameson's, which was really low on the prices. So in reality, we would probably want to spend the time flying to a station with a little bit better prices. So, I mean, okay, if I can hit 10 million every hour, I am more than happy. Okay, utilities, we're gonna keep a pulse wave scanner. That's very, very handy. Mining lances. We will store those. Abrasion blaster, keep that. The subsurface, sell that. We'll come back and look at the weapons in a bit. I'm just quickly gonna run over the build so people can see that. Transfer, swap, put that down in that small hard point there. So can I sell my mining cutter? Don't sell anything yet. This is beta. You do not sell anything. Oh yeah, now we need to move the face cam as well. Again. Hold on. Remove this quickly here. You know what? I'm gonna do something else here. I'm just gonna I'm gonna rename this scene to Elite Dangerous Left, because this is happening all the time. Then we're going to duplicate this scene here, and we're gonna call this Elite Dangerous. Oops. Elite Dangerous Right. pull that up there. Oh, no, this is the one. This is right. So we're going to pull the camera. Let me just do this real quick here, or so I don't have to sit and completely destroy my neck. There. And because there's pretty much every stream now where we have to move the camera and the chat around, so I'm just gonna keep several scenes for it like that. And then this one needs to go over there, and this one is gonna go around here, and this one is gonna go around here. Okay, I think that's better. So now I can easily go, I'm in the one side or I'm in the other side. Now I'll not be in the way. So now we got a duplicate. Good. We got this thing back where it belongs. Good. Okay. Hard points, look at those in a bit. Quickly gonna run through the build here. We have shield boosters here. We have thermal resistant 5 and then supercapacitor. Then we have another thermal resistant supercapacitor, and I believe the last one is high, heavy duty and supercapacitor. So 2 thermals and a heavy duty, all of them supercapacitor. We have a pulse wave scanner, of course. Moving over to the core internals, we have a 7A power plant, which I am going to steal from my crate because we're going to run out of power in a bit. Thrusters, 6A, dirty drive, drag drives, frameshift drive is also pretty straightforward. Increased range, mass management. There'll be a build video. Relax, there's going to be a build video when this goes live. Live support, 4D lightweighted power distributor. I think this is weapon enhanced, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's charge enhanced superconduit. Fair enough, so pretty standard there too. Sensors derated, and once again, lightweight, so we get the jump range. Optional internals, we have cargo rack, cargo rack, cargo rack in all our class 6s. Class 5 is a 5A shield generator. Why do I not have my prismatics here? I probably want a 5 prismatic, but anyway, a 5A generator with reinforced and high cap. We just want hit points. We just want some hit points so we can survive an attack by a pirate. We have a 5A collector limpet with lightweight, a refinery. This one's not engineered for some reason. Transfer. Why did I decide to upgrade to a 3A and not keep my 1? I didn't keep my 1A because it's 1 active. I wanted to 2. Okay, so I would need to lightweight that as well. But it's a 3A collector limpet controller and a detailed surface scanner so we can find those hotspot. That's pretty much it. Now, we had some issues here with our power plant. Transfer. I have an armored with thermal spread. That's probably not what I want. Hold on, I'm just gonna go and steal a power plant here. I think I stole it to use on my crate. I think that used class 7 too, doesn't it? I can't remember where. I mean, over here in the beta server, I move my modules around way too much. Now I have a 3A over here. That's interesting. Okay. So when the beta finishes, if you left any stuff on the new ships, you will lose it. So everything I do on the beta server will be erased. So it doesn't really matter what I do over here, because it will be erased. That means that if I do a build here, I'll have to go on the live server and do the build there as well. But for now, what we're gonna do is remote workshop. No, that's thrusters. That's not what I want. I want power plant. We're just gonna give this a little bit of an overcharge. I'm actually not sure how much overcharge we're gonna need, so maybe we should fit the weapons first and then overcharge it, so we'll figure out how much is needed. So, triggers now, if this is the way to go, then we will only need the blaster and the seismic... Hold on. 7-8, good. We will only need the blaster and the seismic charge launcher, so we can now go and we can transfer our weapons from before. Efficient regeneration sequence. Yes, we're gonna get all those back, which is all efficient beams with regeneration sequence on. Oh, we have plenty of power. Does that mean we can actually do it on an unengineered power plant? We can do it on an unengineered one. So there's no need to overcharge it. But there's so little headroom here that we can't... Okay, this is interesting. Look at this. Let me just get... Coriolis up here. I'll show it to you guys in a bit. Just need to find the right ship here. Python. Okay, here we go. So this is interesting, right? Because if we have a 7A power plant here, now low emission, we can't really lose any power, so we could go maybe low emission 1, and we might have enough power. How much power do we need? We need 28.96, right? So we could go with low emission 28, no, that's too much. We can only go low emission 1. Then we could go overcharge, that makes no sense. We have all the power we need. Then we could go armored, but that's going to increase our mass. But it's also going to increase the efficiency. Hold on. So this is 40 tons. Because heat is not really an issue for us. What would happen if we went down to a 6 and overcharged it? 35. We could go even low. We can go 5. At 5A overcharged. And then monstrate. Then we have enough power. And we lose around 30 tons. That's gonna do good things for our jump range. Just jump back in game. Oh, no, not that one. That one. Did we have a 5A? Transfer. I have a 5A, but I don't have a 5A that's engineered. So what's this going to do for our jump range? Right now we have a jump range of, let's see here, current is 30.25. If we swap this out for a 5A, that one, we get just over a light year. But I guess that would be over-engineering a Python a little bit. I would probably just go and just fit that as we had before, because we have the power. Why do anything? I mean, we could save a little bit there to get longer jump range, which I probably would do on the live server, but for this, you need to offer a build service. I did in the past. I will probably do that again soon. I built your ships kind of live stream where people will send in suggestions for ships that they want, or either ships built they already have they were consider building, and I would look them over and see what we could do to try and optimize them. And we can often I was able to do get quite a bit more out of the ships, or hopefully come with some decent suggestions. I even have engineered the lightweight alloys on this. This is overkill. But so far, I think this is actually, I mean, if this carries over, that means we have our 3 large beam lasers back, and that is a lot of damage. Let's see here, Silver says, you can run a lower power plant and just disable things you won't be using while mining, like FSD. Yeah, I know I can do that, but damn, I don't want to disable anything. Because, okay, let's run through it here. My weapons, I don't want to disable my weapons. I need those for emergencies. I don't want to be sitting activating weapons if I'm being attacked by pirates. I need to be able to fire back at the same time. For the same reason, I don't want to power down my shield boosters. Nothing in the core here. Shields, again, definitely don't want those down. We need those up, both so we don't, if we slam into an asteroid, which I do occasionally, we will not have, we'll still have our shields up. Collectors, yeah, we'll need that for mining. Refinery, need that for mining. More collectors, prospectors. There's really nothing here that I want to turn off, to be honest. And you're right, you could, and I always recommend people doing that on exploration builds, but for this, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. But this is also good because we can now set up new fire groups. Problem is we had so many fire groups before, but with this new build, fire groups are going to be a lot fun. Lot more fun. We're going to still have the discovery scanner and the detailed surface scanner here. This is for finding the belts. Once we found the belts, we're going to go into search mode. And in search mode, we use the pulse wave scanner on 1, and we use the prospector limpet on 2. Once we're done in search mode, we are going to go into prep for like launch stuff mode. So we're going to need a seismic charge launcher here. And then I guess we want our collectors here, and for the last one we want collectors here, and that, whoops, and the blaster. Because then we prepped it all, and we are ready to launch our collectors. And or we switch over to the blaster and can launch collectors when we're flying around blasting stuff. And the final group is gonna be our beam lasers. Here we go. No, you can't do damage with the seismic charges. So this would probably be my firing group loadout. So we have everything in order here. We're still up to 5 groups, so it didn't really change much, to be honest. Anyway, you know what, guys? I think I'll call it for... I'll call it for today, because it was actually quite fun. I hope that Frontier is going to let this carry over. They might do some minor tweaks, but I hope that they're going to keep the prices in this range. I would really hate to see if they drop this down to like 100,000 per ton, because I feel like it's in a pretty good spot right now. It's around 10 million per hour in a focused ship, which I think is okay. I mean, that's about the same. It's a little less than you're gonna do from exploration. Exploration is gonna push up towards 20, I think. And I guess that PvE you could do, like bounty hunting, you could probably do around 15 to 20 maybe. 20 is maybe a little high, but 15 is probably doable per hour in exploration. So mining is still at the low end, but it's not as much on the low end as it was before. It's more in line with what it was before, definitely. I mean, we're not going to get close to passenger mission levels or any other money-making mission methods. That's not going to happen. But we're definitely been brought more in line with the other main major areas of the game, like exploration and combat. So I hope Frontier's gonna let this carry over. The only thing that I think is a little bit of a shame is that we basically only use the blaster and the seismic charges. The subsurface we don't touch, the old mining lasers we don't touch. But that is also one of the downside, or one of the complaints that I've had so far, is that we use so many hard points. But now with this, we don't need that many hard points, but again, we're not really using the new tool. So it's kind of a, yeah, you know, like, I don't know. And as Dongelora says, I'll see you all on Discord. I'll definitely drop by Discord and hang out over there a little bit, and I hope you'll come over and say hi. But if you don't, then I hope that you liked today's stream. If you didn't, I guess you don't like mining. But if you did, go down and click that like button, so that would help me a lot. And also, if you want more mining content, if you're not subscribed already, you should definitely go down and hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Twitch, you go down and hit the follow button. So yeah, Scorgrim says, Nuke haircut looks fancy. Yeah, right. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Discord for those of you who were there. But for the rest of you, thanks a lot for watching. And I hope I'll see you guys in space.